The music fades. The lights come on. And suddenly everyone remembers reality. Lipstick stains and tired makeup, high heels scattered on the floor. Another night of dancing wildly to avoid feeling alone. You stood quietly by the doorway, jacket hanging on your arm, looking somehow even lonelier than when the night began. Outside the rain was falling softly against the early morning streets, while inside the final chorus still echoed through the speakers. Funny how the silence feels louder after the music disappears. After the disco, when the lights stop glowing bright, we return to who we really are at the end of the night. After the disco, when the dancing finally ends, broken hearts go back to hiding behind smiles again. A waitress wipes the empty tables, humming softly to herself, like she's heard 1,000 stories people never truly tell. Some couple argues in the parking lot, somebody cries inside a cab, while strangers who were lovers for a night pretend they won't look back. You lit a cigarette beside me, smoke rising through the cold, and asked if happiness was real or something we just sold. I didn't know how to answer, so we watched the city breathe. Sunrise slowly painted gold across the empty streets. Baby, everybody's searching for a place their soul can rest. After the disco, there's no glitter left to hide, just exhausted hearts still trying to survive another night. After the disco, the loneliness returns, like an old familiar fire that still quietly burns. Years from now, I'll probably hear some old record from this night, and suddenly remember clearly the way your eyes looked in that light. Not because we changed each other or because our love survived, but because for one brief evening we made loneliness feel alive. And maybe that's the secret behind every crowded room. People dancing close together, trying to outrun the gloom. fading away into silence.
Another highway, another midnight, another pair of runaway hearts. We left town just after midnight, suitcases thrown into the back. No real plan beyond the horizon, no thought of turning back. The city faded in the mirror like a life we used to know. Streetlights disappearing slowly into the endless road. You rolled the windows down beside me, summer wind inside your head, laughing like the whole damn world could never touch us there. And somewhere through the static, the radio began to sing about lovers chasing freedom and the cost of everything. Maybe we were foolish, maybe we were brave. Runaway hearts, burning through the dark, trying to outrun the ghost, still living in our hearts. Runaway hearts, wild and unafraid, holding on to dreams that reality can't take away. Cheap motels and roadside diners, coffee cups at 3 a.m. Every town looked temporary, like places we'd never see again. We talked about California, about oceans and movie stars, about buying some old convertible and disappearing beneath the stars. But somewhere underneath the laughter, I could feel your hidden fear, like part of you already knew forever wouldn't live here. Still you smiled across the dashboard like you wanted to believe that love alone could somehow build a world we never need to leave. Sometimes hope feels strongest right before it breaks apart. Runaway hearts, racing through the rain, trying to escape the memories, still echoing with pain. Runaway hearts, lost between the lines of all the things we wanted and the truth we couldn't find. By autumn we reached the coastline, ocean stretching cold and gray, and suddenly the dream we carried started slipping quietly away. Bills piled up beside the window, silence growing every day. Two people chasing freedom, now with nothing left to say. One night you cried beside the harbor while the city lights but the beautiful ones still shape the people we become inside. And though we couldn't hold forever, I would still relive those nights, because for one blazing summer we truly felt alive. Runaway hearts, though the years moved on, part of me still drives that highway with your shadow riding along. Runaway hearts, forever chasing light, somewhere out beyond the darkness, still burning through the night. Tail lights fading, ocean wind blowing, two runaway hearts gone into the night.
Sunset fading, music rising, one more night to remember. Golden sunlight through the curtains, dust dancing in the room, record player softly spinning our favorite old tune. You wore that silk red jacket that always drove me wild, and smiled like you already knew I'd stay here for a while. Outside the city moved impatient, people racing through their lives, but inside this tiny apartment, time somehow slowed down tonight. Wine glasses on the table, summer air through open screens. For a moment life felt softer than it ever really seems. Maybe happiness is simple, maybe we just make it hard. Golden hour lovers, dancing slowly in the dark, like the whole world disappeared the moment that you touched my heart. Golden hour lovers, holding on against the night, trying to freeze forever inside these fading fade. Sometimes hearing old records late at night when I can't sleep still brings back your laughter running wild inside of me. And though life kept moving forward, part of me stayed on that coast, watching sunlight hit your face like something heaven almost wrote. Maybe we don't lose the people who once truly changed our lives. Maybe they keep living quietly in the soundtrack of our minds. Every song becomes a doorway, every melody a spark, leading us back to the moments that still shine inside the dark. Golden hour lovers, though the summer came and went, nothing else has ever felt as beautifully innocent. Golden hour lovers, still dancing in my soul like an endless fading sunset. I never wanted to let go. The record keeps spinning. Sunlight disappears, but the feeling remains somewhere in the music.
Midnight City, rain on the windows. Some nights never really end. Neon reflections on the boulevard, taxi headlights cutting through the dark, crowded sidewalks full of lonely souls, trying hard to hide their scars. Street musicians near the subway, playing songs nobody hears, while strangers pass like moving shadows, disappearing year by year. I walk these streets 1,000 times, but tonight they feel brand new. Maybe every city changes when you're missing someone too. And every bar along the avenue still smells like cigarettes and dreams, like everybody here is searching for something just out of reach. The city never sleeps, but somehow it still feels lonely on the neon boulevard. I still chase your memory through the flashing signs and crowded nights. You keep haunting me on the neon boulevard. Every light becomes your face, and no matter where this road may lead, I cannot escape. There's an old hotel on 5th Street where we dance till 3:30, laughing like the world outside would wait eternally. Now the lobby looks abandoned, dust collecting on the floor. Funny how a inside the places that we leave behind on the neon boulevard. I still hear your voice at night, floating softly through the traffic. Sounds like distant fading lights on the neon boulevard. You still burn beneath my skin, and every lonely midnight drive pulls me back again. Untold. The waitress at the corner diner pours my coffee without asking why. Guess she's seen enough broken people to recognize that look inside. Maybe someday I'll stop driving through these streets that hold your ghost, but tonight to feel a little less alone. Love can vanish in a moment, like smoke fading in the air, but somehow the heart keeps holding what the hands can no longer bear. And even when the city changes, even when the years move on, certain nights still pull us backward to the people we once were. On the neon boulevard, your memory still survives in every rainy window and every sleepless night. Through the dark for one last glimpse of what we were before we fell apart. Rain keeps falling, engines humming, the city glows forever without us. Midnight City. Rain on the windows. Some nights never really end. Neon reflections on the boulevard. Taxi headlights cutting through the dark. Crowded sidewalks full of lonely souls, trying hard to hide their scars. Street musicians near the subway, playing songs nobody hears. While strangers pass like moving shadows, disappearing year by year. I walk these streets 1,000 times, but tonight they feel brand new. Summer on the coast, ocean air, windows down. Summer never felt so endless. We drove slowly down the coastline, ocean in your hand and mine. Summer on the coast felt like time stood still, like the world outside disappeared. Beyond those rolling hills, summer on the coast, we were young and free, and every sunset looked like it belonged to you and me. Bonfire smoke beside the shoreline, old guitars and careless songs, friends dancing barefoot in the sand, trying to make the night last long. Somebody talked about the future, big city lights and bigger plans, but honestly all I wanted was exactly where I am. You leaned softly on my shoulder while the tide erased our tracks. Funny how the waves can teach you everything eventually fades. Still that night felt endless somehow, like we found a hidden place, far away from all the pressure of the lives we'd have to face. Sometimes paradise arrives without making any sound. Summer on the coast, every moment felt alive, like the stars above the ocean only came out for us at night. Summer on the coast, your smile in the dark still shines brighter in my memory than any city spot. Now the years move fast somehow, friends got older, lives change shape, people drift like passing sailboats across the waters of our days. But sometimes driving late at night, with the windows rolled back down, I still smell the salt air calling from that long forgotten town. And for a second I can see you turning slowly with that smile, like summer never ended, like we stayed there all this while. Maybe growing older means learning moments cannot stay, but the beautiful ones never fully fade away. They keep living in the background of the people we become, like old songs returning softly when the night has just begun. Summer on the coast still lives inside my soul, every wave and every sunset made a broken heart feel whole. Summer on the coast, though the years moved on, part of me is still out there where the ocean sings our song. Waves crashing softly, radio fading, another sunset disappears into the sea. Late summer air, street lights glowing, some memories never really leave. There's a little bar on Houston Avenue, still playing songs we used to know. Same old bartender polishing glasses, same tight neon glow. I walked in just to kill some time, escape another lonely night. But then your favorite record started playing, and suddenly nothing felt right. Your laughter echoed through my memory like smoke hanging in the air, and every corner of that room still felt like you were there. Funny how a melody can open wounds you thought it healed. Under velvet moonlight, I still see your silhouette dancing slowly through the shadows, like a dream I can't forget. Under velvet moonlight, time disappears again, and for one fragile moment I still believe we never ended. Outside the city kept on moving, taxi lights and crowded streets. But inside that smoky little room, the past and present seemed to meet. A couple danced beside the jukebox, holding on like we once did. Young enough to think forever could actually exist. I ordered whiskey for the memory, even though I barely drink. Sometimes pain tastes strangely beautiful when you're too tired to think. And every lonely stranger here looks like they're running from themselves. Under velvet moonlight, your voice still fills the air, like the ghost of every promise we were certain we would share. Under velvet moonlight, I almost hear your name, and the ache inside my chest starts burning like a flame. Closing time arrived too quickly. Chairs went upside down on tables. The bartender killed the music, and reality returned again. Rain was falling on the pavement, cold against my tired skin. But somewhere deep inside my heart, that song kept playing still. Maybe love never truly leaves. Maybe it just changes shape, living quietly inside the moments we revisit too late. If I saw you now, would we even recognize the people standing here tonight from who we were back then? Or would we smile politely like strangers passing by, pretending there was never a whole lifetime in our eyes? Under velvet moonlight, I still carry you somehow through every empty midnight street and every silent crowd. Under velvet moonlight, though the years have come and gone, part of me still waits for you. Every time that song comes on, the record fades, the lights go dark, but your memory stays like moonlight on the window.
beautiful disaster. Crystal chandeliers above us, velvet shadows all around. Every table tells a story, every heartbeat shakes the ground. Perfume floating through the ballroom, diamonds glowing in the dark. People hiding lonely secrets behind expensive works of art. Bartenders keep pouring magic into glasses filled with gold, while strangers dance like movie stars, afraid of growing old. And somewhere through the smoke and laughter, I saw your eyes across the room, like a memory walking slowly out of some forgotten tune. Everybody's searching for something they can't explain. Champagne nights, dancing till the morning light. Broken hearts still come alive underneath these flashing lights. Champagne nights, where the lonely souls collide. For a little while we forget everything we hide inside. Disco records spinning endlessly, bodies moving in a haze. People falling into moments, trying to escape their days. A businessman keeps drinking whiskey like he's drowning in regret. A movie star keeps smiling brightly, though her eyes look empty yet. Two young lovers near the corner dance like nothing else exists, while an old man sits there quietly, lost inside remembered kisses. And you move closer through the crowd like the room disappears somehow. Suddenly the music sounds like it's playing just for us. Maybe everybody here is trying not to fall apart. Champagne nights, burning brighter than the stars. Temporary paradise for all these wounded hearts. Champagne nights, where tomorrow stays outside, and the music keeps pretending everything will be Hours fade into the sunrise, lipstick stains and tired eyes. People slowly leave the ballroom back to ordinary lives. But for one electric evening, we escaped the weight of time and became beautiful strangers, floating somewhere past the night. You touch my hand beside the doorway as a final record play, and for one perfect second, every fear just slipped away. Maybe love is just a moment, maybe magic never stays. Maybe life's about the memories we collect along the way. Still tonight, beneath these city lights, I finally understand. Sometimes healing starts with simply dancing through the pain. Champagne Champagne nights, lights, music, champagne, another beautiful disaster. Chandeliers above us, velvet shadows all around. Every table tells a story, every heartbeat shakes the ground. Perfume floating through the ballroom, diamonds glowing in the dark. People hiding lonely secrets behind expensive works of art. Bartenders keep pouring magic into glasses filled with gold, while strangers dance like movie stars, afraid of growing old. And somewhere through the smoke and laughter, I saw your eyes across the room, like a memory walking slowly out of some forgotten tune. Everybody's searching for something they can't explain. Champagne nights, dancing till the morning light. Broken hearts still come alive underneath these flashing lights. Champagne nights, where the lonely souls collide. For a little while we forget everything we hide inside. Disco records spinning endlessly, bodies moving in a haze. People falling into moments, trying to escape their days. A businessman keeps drinking whiskey like he's drowning in regret. A movie star keeps smiling brightly, though her eyes look empty. Yeah. Two young lovers near the corner dance like nothing else exists, while an old man sits there quietly, lost inside remembered kisses. And you move closer through the crowd like the room disappears somehow. Suddenly the music sounds like it's playing just for us. Maybe everybody here is trying not to fall apart. Champagne nights, burning brighter than the stars. Temporary paradise for all these wounded hearts. Oh, champagne nights, where tomorrow stays outside, and the music keeps pretending everything will be alright. Hours fade into the sunrise, lipstick stains and tired eyes. People slowly leave the ballroom, back to ordinary lives. But for one electric evening, we escape the weight of time and became beautiful strangers, floating somewhere past the night. You touch my hand beside the doorway as the final record played, and for one again. The lights come on. The ballroom empties. But the music still echoes somewhere inside.
The station feels colder tonight, like the whole world already left. Suitcase sitting by my feet, last cigarette on an empty street. Midnight echoes through the station hall, like ghosts dancing against the wall. People rushing somewhere distant, faces tight and hearts resistant. Every train keeps carrying dreams away from places in between. And there you stood beneath the light, trying hard not to cry, your shadow trembling in the rain, like you already felt the pain. Funny how goodbye can sound so quiet after years of making noise together. On the last train home, I still carry what we were. Every mile keeps pulling me further from your world. On the last train home, your voice lingers in my soul, like an old song on the radio that never really grows old. Coffee vendors closing slowly, streetlights flicker soft and lonely. Somewhere far across the tracks, another life keeps calling back. We had dreams bigger than this town, thought forever meant somehow, but forever slips away, one small mistake at a time. I still remember summer rooftops, laughing till the sunrise came. Now we barely recognize the people we became. Maybe love survives in memories long after people let it go. On the last train home, I still see you in the rain. Every heartbeat feels like thunder, running circles through my brain. On the last train home, nothing feels the way it did, but your name still burns inside me like a fire I can't forget. Now the whistle cuts the silence like a knife across the dark, and suddenly this little station feels too small to hold my heart. You step closer for a moment, like you almost changed your mind, but the train doors open slowly and left everything behind. Sometimes life keeps moving forward, even when your soul stands still. And no matter how you fight stop loving you. Train fading into distance, rain falling softly, another goodbye. Gone forever. Gone forever.
Dancing in California. Come on, tonight's ours. Feel the rhythm. Yeah. Golden sunset on the boulevard, palm trees swaying in the dark, people gathering under neon lights, waiting for another wild night. Platform shoes and satin dresses, mirror balls and smoky lounge, everybody chasing something, music loud enough to drown it. DJ spinning endless records, heartbeat moving with the speakers. Every stranger starts to feel like someone you've known forever, and the city starts to glow when the music takes control. We were dancing in California, spinning round till early morning. Hearts on fire beneath the lights, lighting like it's paradise. Dancing in California, nothing mattered anymore, just the rhythm in our veins and the ocean calling our names. Champagne glasses on the tables, couples kissing in the corners, someone crying in the bathroom, someone falling into love. Street musicians by the shoreline, taxi drivers working overtime, every soul inside the city searching for a place to belong. You pull me closer through the crowd, and suddenly the world slowed down. For a moment everything felt exactly how it should, and the disco lights above turn strangers into love. We were dancing in California underneath the summer storm. Every heartbeat felt electric, every touch kept pulling more. Dancing in California till the sunrise painted gold. We were young enough to believe nights like this would never end. Years have vanished like smoke, people changed and cities moved on, but somewhere inside my memory the dance floor
midnight radio. Late at night, just me, the road, and the radio. City lights are fading slowly through the rain upon the glass. Every mile feels like a memory. Every song takes me back. Old motels and empty diners, neon signs that barely glow. I keep driving through the silence with nowhere left to go. The dashboard flickers softly like a heartbeat in the dark. And somewhere in the static, you still live inside my heart. Every station sounds like yesterday. Every melody still knows my name. Oh, midnight radio, take me where the dreamers go. Through the thunder, through the rain, bring those memories back again. Oh, midnight radio, never let the feeling go. In the dark, your voice still shines like you're reading through my mind. Summer nights in California, windows down beside the sea. You were laughing in the passenger seat, singing every song with me. We were young and fearless then, certain love would never fade. Now I drive these lonely highways, haunted by the plans we made. Coffee stains on old blue jeans, Polaroids inside the door. Funny how a simple photograph can hurt you even more. Every chorus pulls me back in time to a world where you were still mine. Oh, midnight radio, take me where the dreamers go. Through the silence, through the pain, make me feel alive again. Oh, midnight radio, you still heal me when I'm low. Every song becomes a light, burning through the lonely night. Now the moon hangs over truck stops like a ghost above the road, and strangers pass like shadows, never knowing what I've lost. Sometimes I still hear your footsteps echo softly in my head. Sometimes I still turn around for words you never said. Life keeps moving like these tires, rolling endlessly ahead. But part of me got stranded in the years we left behind. Maybe love was never meant to stay forever in our hands. Maybe all we really get are moments we don't understand. Still tonight, beneath these stars, I can almost see your face. And for one more song, it feels like nothing changed.